Hey, g'day everyone, this is Mike, and today I'm going to be bringing you an up-and-coming replay from the Kane's Wrath replay section, and it is going to be between Unleashed UA as our pink traveler who we're viewing at the moment, and Green Zero as our random green player on the left-hand side of Tournament Rift, and I do believe he is Blackhand. I believe, just looking at the replay on my second monitor now, and I do believe, yes he is. Yep, there you go, he's got the Cabal squad, so that confirms my hunch. So here we have, looks like Unleash is going to go for a triple assimilator. Looks like he's going to go for that early status chamber. And of course, with that, the advanced articulators, so his infantry can move super duper quickly. Or maybe he's not, so bad read there from me, unfortunately. But it looks like he's just going to be walking these guys down. That's a huge risk considering he is up against a random player. So this is going to be interesting. Blackhand, known for going for these bottom spikes with the Blackhand upgrade, and as you can see there, just grabbing the Blackhand upgrade from the secret shrine. Unfortunately I didn't catch that being constructed, but you can tell obviously by the Blackhand being in front of the Cabal squad. So I don't know who's gonna take these spikes out here, but really, in all honesty, it would be take absolutely poor micro from Green Zero to lose to these two buzzers. I don't even think it's possible, even with bad micro, to lose to those two buzzers. But it looks like this assimilator is going to sneak in between the two Cabal squads. And here we go. Going to take down one squad. No, he's not. So good job there. Looks like Lightning Spike going down. Going to be taking out the Engineer. Yes, 1 and 2. That's weird. 2 shot in the first Engineer, and then 1 shot in the extra one. But using the Buzzer Swarm to clean up the clean up the Cabal squads there. And I'm not too sure where. There it is. Unleashed Assimilator just chilling down there. Got to be careful of this Confessor Cabal squad though. So it looks like we've got the Operations Center coming up. This could be for a Flame Rush, which is very good against Traveler due to the fact that they do not have Devourer tanks to take care of the Flame tanks. If you really wanted to go for a Flame Hand, wow, that's a new unit. A Flame Tank Rush, he really shouldn't have popped out the third refinery. Wow, I'm making so many mistakes today. The third harvester. So it looks like he's going to drop down a Rax, possibly. Looks like he's going to be dropping down a Rax, then a... Oh no, he's going to go for 2 operation centers, so not a bad move. It allows him to be able to get out the extra Blackhand squad without building a barracks. Oh, looks like he's going to go for 3 command centers, so this is quite interesting. He wants to keep up the flame tank production while not having to use the build queue for the barracks. Or the Hand of Nod, I must say, for the Nod counterpart of the GDI racks. Looks like Seekers are going to come and try and take the Reckoners and Flame Tanks out before they actually reach base. As we see, we've got 1 up top, and we've got 1 who's just been spotted by these buzzers that were in the garrison wall structure. This Flame Tank isn't going to do much, unfortunately. With some good Seeker micro, shouldn't be taking too much damage at all. Getting a little bit of damage on that Seeker, but not too shabby of a defense here from Unleashed. And he takes control of this second spike, just sneaking his assimilator in there. Please don't mind my sniffles, guys. I think I'm coming down with a wee bit of hay fever. But I hope that you like my blocked nose voice. And if you don't, well, just gotta hang tight, hey? That's alright. So what we're looking at now is Green Zero still on one refinery. Waiting for a second one to pop out. And Unleashed going, hello, I see your Reckoner coming in. I'm just going to beacon that. Probably the best place for that Reckoner. Wow, we've got another flame. He must have built so many so many command centers, operation centers, sorry. But he's going to go for the War Factory. And I don't think he's going to get it. There's just a little bit too much DPS. Oh, maybe he will. Oh, he just gets it. That would have really been a waste if he did lose that Reckoner with both Blackhand squads. He didn't ungarrison the Blackhand squads. But he would have built 5. That would have been his 5th command center. Oh no, he's got a Hand of Nod. I'm looking straight at it going, he must have built 5 command operation centers. But no, he did decide to put the racks up. But of course, the operation center, it is cheaper due to the fact that it only costs 750 for a Blackhand squad. That's where you look at everyone's money. Unleashed is just rolling on 2 build queues at the moment.
Base is under attack. Training. Construction complete.
Well, Green Zero looks like he's going to go into a man spam now. This Corruptor just going to come in and see what's up. And tell these Seekers, relay the message back to these Seekers saying, nah, don't go there. So we're going to see a Seeker. It's going to do some mild harassment. Not going to be doing too much damage at all. But unfortunately for Unleashed, man spam is not counterable very easily for Traveler, just due to the fact even Buzzer Swarm, the Blackhand add-ons, take care of those quick smart. So do the Cabals. The Cabals just tear through. Looks like we're going to see Reckoners being dropped in here. How did I miss that? But dual Reckoners going to be dropped. Going to be dropping that ref. Going to be dropping the power plant and the other power plant over here. Once the Reckoners have served its use, looking to ungarrison these Blackhand squads so they can do some additional damage, maybe taking out the status chamber before it researches advanced articulators, sorry. And there you go. Going to be popping those out and going to be taking that out before articulators finish, so that's a good move there from Green Zero. And going to be taking out that Buzzer Swarm. Sorry, that just lone Buzzer, just taking out all of it. It's actually connected to the Seeker, which isn't used too often, unfortunately. I would like to see that used more often. I guess it's a little bit of wasted APM, but Command & Conquer doesn't really need all that much APM. But yeah, makes the Buzzers very hard to target, because you can't target them from the start because they are connected to the Seeker. Looks like we're going to see some Scorp and Mam Spam moving through the middle. Surprised to see the MCV deployed here. Would like to see a bit of a risk. He's got a big enough force, Green Zero. Could very easily just drop a refinery here, bring down all his harvesters, and just soak up that Tiberium field quick smart. That would have put him into a fantastic position to win this game. As it is, Green Zero will scout this little Seeker force down at the blue field, and let's see the reaction from Green Zero, whether he's going to back off or whether he's going to go for the base race. And it looks like he's going to be backing off or just regrouping, not too sure. Seeker's going to be pushing into Green Zero's expansion here, which he's just set up, and unfortunately just setting up that second refiner, so that might go down. Harvesters don't do too well against Seekers at all, of course. But these Seekers should take out a majority of these Harvesters if they focus them down correctly and not focusing on the Shredders. Sorry, not the Shredders, the Cabal squads, but those Cabal squads do tear through Seekers quite well. And unfortunately only going to be dropping the one Harvester. Not a very good trade there at all. Looks like we're going to see some mass Cultists who don't do too well against Blackhand, unfortunately. Just due to the Cabals just absolutely ripping through. And that's poor Micro there, just unfortunately. I think he was trying to bring his squad back here, but unfortunately they took the wrong way around the hill. Little Tiberium hill there. And these guys just having a little stroll through the poisonous Tiberium. Not the best Sunday walk, if you don't mind. But unfortunately they are not, so they have to do what Kane says. Anyway, we're going up here. Looks like we're going to see the little force of Rockets, Cabal squads, and Scorpions going to do their worst. And the Cabal's just going to be taking out the Cultists before they do too much damage. Unfortunately, because there's no tier 3 up at the moment, the Cultists are a little bit wasted. Unless you have them in huge numbers where they can take literally half the force. But seem to be doing well at the moment. Using the Scorpions to crush. And temporal wormhole going down. And looks like that Scorpion's going to crush. I'm surprised. Oh, maybe it's all units. All units in there get slowed. I thought it was just enemy units. That's alright. That Scorpion's going to get taken down. So this force slowly been whittled down. And a lot of Disintegrators here. A lot of Disintegrators here. Going to be taking out these Scorpions, and the heroic Buzzers still stays alive. The Scorpions going down, and that should see a change into some anti-infantry. It looks like we're going to see some Reckoners still popping out. And it looks like these Disintegrators are going to be moving across the map. Cultists moving across the map as well. Being escorted by 2 lovely Buzzers. Wonder whether he hired them and for how much. Anyway, bad joke. As we go up here, looks like Unleashed has spotted these Reckoners and he sees 2 of them. Not going to catch the first one, but shall catch the second one if he's paying close enough attention. And look at those Disintegrators go. Look at them. They're going. They're going. They're going. And they don't get that second Reckoner. Greens are going, oh crap. Oh, but looks like, oh, hello. Looks like that Cultist caught the Reckoner in transit and sends it straight back at Green Zero. That's not a bad move in the slightest. But it looks like this Reckoner going to come down and going to be taken again. I think, yes, if I do remember correctly, oh, this is good. This is good. If you guys didn't know, when Cultists overtake the Reckoners, it takes the vehicle, because the Reckoner's still a vehicle, right? But it kills all the units inside, so the Blackhand units get killed, and he's stuck in a Disintegrator and a Prodigy, so this could work out fantastically. Could even take this MCV if he's careful. Oh, pardon me, guys. I'm starting to sound a bit pommy with my, oh, just doesn't see the MCV, unfortunately. But he's going to go back to the back of the base. Looks like the charged particle beams are up. Bringing that Reckoner down to about a third of the way. Looks like he's going to be dropped and deployed. Prodigy comes out. And not going to be taken out. And Blackhand have a hard time dealing with the Prodigy because unfortunately there's no Venoms to be seen due to the fact that, oh, here we go, Hexapod comes out. Didn't see that being constructed. And lots of Mechapeds as well, so it looks like we're going to see go into a normal Traveler transition. As I was saying, Blackhand does not have any. And that MCV does get taken and deployed and probably sold off, or maybe he's going to set up a forward base, not too sure. But Blackhand doesn't have Venoms due to the fact that they don't like to use soulless craft. I think that's how it goes. Soulless vehicles. But I think the law says that they allowed the Purifier only when they're blessed by a Blackhand priest. So a little bit of double standards there, but that's that for you. And look at this man spam. And it looks like we're going to see a phase going to be trying to stomp on all the folks. But he can, yes, Unleash can teleport his Hexapod out of there once it gets out of phase. Of course, if it is EMP'd, then he's got some trouble because that's a known glitch. Maybe not a glitch, but it's on the banned move list. Not allowed to do that. But these Corruptors are going to be coming in. Don't know what they're doing. They really should be trying to heal that Hexapod. Looks like we're going to see some Devastator warships coming out. With the aid of what looks to me shard. Yes, as you can see, the green on the back. Some shard launchers. And they will do damage to these infantry just being out of range. But with the Mechapes, you have trouble because rockets do like to aim for the head. And can easily take out your like $2,400 Mechapede out. 14 with 7. I think it's 21. Is it? No, I'm not sure. My maths isn't too good at 1 o'clock in the morning. But that's alright. These Mechapedes look like they're going to just try and do some mild damage. I do believe with the Obelisk you still can target the head, but not deciding to do that at the moment. It's going to be taking out individual segments. Not very cost effective there, but that's alright. Huge man spam coming out here, and the Devastators just going to be sitting pretty in this valley. But unfortunately the rockets can still fire at them. I do say unfortunately a lot. Anyway, the one Devastator is going to go down, and it looks like we're going to see a transition into Gunwalkers. This could be interesting. Sam Turret's going down just as a precautionary measure, but I don't think he will have any trouble with Devastators anymore. Scratch that. Another bad read from me. 2 more Devastators. I don't know why it's lagging. Maybe I should quickly pause the video and start it up again. If you guys saw that pause, good on you. But that was a nice quick pause. So we're going to see the Devastator is just going to try and hit this infantry from afar. Looks like 1 Mechapede does go down. 3 remain. Obviously all with the Shard Launcher upgrade. This Hexapod going to come down to the south side of Green Zero's base. Able to take out that tech center. MCV being sold off going, nah, don't need you anymore. Mechapede's just chilling up the top. And unfortunately, Green Zero may have lost his chance. He had his chance with the blue. He could have expanded to the blue right at the start. And that could have put him in a great position. But it looks like Traveler Engine's been researched, or has been researched and completed. Giving a speed boost for the Flying Armada of the screen. So we got a signal transmitter. So we might be seeing some planetary assault carriers. Don't see that too often. Or maybe he's using that just for the wormhole. I'm not too sure. Looks like these Devastators are going to be taking out this construction yard. And just a lot of rockets with the charge particle upgrade. Basically one-shotting those buzzers. And that can just be a standoff all day if they really want to. Or not. These buzzers. 3 buzzers swarm. Buzzer hives do some quite a lot of damage. Looks like bikes going to be coming out. You do want to make sure these bikes keep on moving as to nullify the attack path of the Devastator warship. But that goes down quick smart, and this Hexapod just going to be tearing through on an A move. Not even on a move, just aggressive move. Let it attack everything while walking. That's another interesting thing. I remember seeing a developer, I'm just going to completely go off track. I'm going to start talking about balance issues for the new Command & Conquer and relating to StarCraft. As you can see, these Disintegrators going to be taking out the bikes, and Overlord's Wrath coming in and taking out a lot of Disintegrators. Don't know whether that was worth it. Not too sure. That's a lot of Tiberium, but... And it looks like that Hexapod does be teleported back. And as I was saying before, I read somewhere in the StarCraft boards, one of the developers was saying, replying to a message that why do none of the units fire on the move? And it basically becomes a balance issue. Then you got to factor in movement speed. It takes out a certain aspect of micro, because all you're doing with the units in StarCraft is stutter stepping, and sometimes games can come down to who can stutter step the best. Terran is all about stutter stepping against Protoss. And yeah, with Stim, you stutter step. That's the way it goes. And they were saying how, because the Diamondback in the campaign could fire on the move, and they were just saying, why isn't this unit in the game? And that was one of the main reasons. They didn't want a unit to be able to fire on the move because it creates other certain issues. So that could be something that, as the signal transmitter goes down, that could be something that the EA developers do pick up on. And it'll be interesting to see whether units can fire on the move. Obviously, Command & Conquer has always had units fire on the move. That's just the way it is. It's very much a harassing, really... It's hard to describe, because one could say there's more movement in Command & Conquer, but to set up proper positioning for the StarCraft to be able to micro and stutter step. But I think as we see planetary assault carriers, don't see these too often, and this is probably why they're just countered too easily. But it looks like, as I just missed, a bit of action. The Gunwalkers are strolling through and nullifying Black Hand's greatest asset, their infantry. Annihilated Tripods is taking out anything that comes out of those war factories, but it looks like the Obelisk will send these guys packing for now. Or maybe just exclude them out of the 100-meter range of the Obelisk, just for the time being, until the planetary assault carriers get in. But yeah, it just, the fact that units couldn't fire on the move, and Green Zero does get defeated in quite a good game actually. Definitely deserves to get into the popular replays tab. So if you guys would like to give that a like and a wub, like and a wub, you can't give both. Download the game, give it a wub, have a look at it. And I wish there was a tab on the video section on the replays that if a game has been VODed, you don't have to download it to wub it, because then I think there'll be quite a few more wubs for games that have been VODed. But as you can see, Unleashed, just after he got that second expansion, and this is the point where Green Zero should have got that blue. He should have known he was behind. He didn't have the 2 Tiberium spikes. Should have taken a risk of going for the blue, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him. So that is it for today. If you guys could leave any feedback, that would be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that's about it. My Ultimate Edition is going along well. I'll finish most of the GDI campaign. Just going to be releasing those playthroughs one a day for now on. So that looks to be fantastic. I figured out how to do the scroll speed, which is good. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys hopefully for the playthrough, and maybe I will have time to do some more Kane's Wrath and Tiberium Wars videos for you guys. So I hope you guys have a good day, and catch you later. Bye.